Hi there, this is Cliff Graves from Trainwell Boxing. I hope all you lot are well, keeping fit and well. So, we have talked in the past about punching technique, utilizing the kinetic chain to get you there. It is my belief that punches are not born, punches are made. Yes, there has to be intent when you hit. Yes. But 90% of it is learning how to punch correctly. And if you are a competing fighter, it's obvious the professional is going to have his coach, isn't he? Aren't they? I should say. But so's the amateur. Vitally important. Vitally important. Just to give you a recap, we told you that it's all off the back foot, pivoting off the back foot, whether the back foot is pivoting in or the back foot is pivoting out. It is all off the back foot. One exception when you're stabbing out the jab. But that's not today's subject. Today's subject is the overhead press and how fantastic it is. Now, I shied away from this exercise and I believed all the nonsense that you can hear. Oh, it causes impingement because it causes compression at the acromioclavicular joint, and the little ligament running through the acromioclavicular ligament will become compressed between basically the clavicle and it gets compressed. Where does it go? Clavicle. That is the thing. Quite possibly onto the first rib, but where it can go down that far, I don't know. But there's all probably heard all this nonsense about the overhead press. The second thing is you need to get stronger if you're a fighter. Some very, very learned advice is from the bare knuckle king, rest in peace, Lenny McLean. And he says you've got to be so fit, you've got to be so strong, and you've got to have your nut right. And you're off to a fantastic start with the correct technique. You are gonna increase your punching power tenfold. Now, why I like this exercise, the way I've been doing it, taught by the renowned Mark Ripito, who heads up Starting Strength. And I think the geezer's fantastic. Credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. I think it excels over the bench press because I always remember doing praying mantis kung fu under Paul Whitrod down in Stratford, East London, down in the Rumford Road. And he was saying, if you get a great big plump chest, you know what I mean? It will make you lose power. It makes you lose power. And what was he talking about? Was he talking about because you're too big? But it's just one of those things that sometimes the penny won't drop for ages and ages and ages and ages. I'm not saying don't do chest exercises, because yes, there is real place for chest exercises. If I had to pick 2 really necessary, important exercises for the fighter, it would be the low bar back squat and or deadlift. There's 3. The low bar back squat, I think, excels for a fighter, excels over the deadlift personally. And the overhead press. Yes, you've got your assistance exercises for the neck, haven't you? You must do the neck training, folks. You've got the abdominal exercises and all the rest of it that you must do. If you're going to do chins rather than pull-ups. If you can do 3 sets of 10s of your chins, do you know what I mean? Do them weighted. But overhead press, what an exercise. So I started to do these exercises, and very soon we are going to have training sessions in our gym. The reason why I'm not showing them is because we're due to move, and everything is in disarray a little bit. We're packing stuff up, and you know, it's not catered for that. But it will be when we get to our new home, which probably will be towards Christmas time because it's a new build. So we're going to show you, okay? At Trainwell Boxing, we're not paper tigers. We don't rely on apps. We don't rely on apps to teach our people. We come on here, yeah. We come on here, YouTube, but that doesn't mean that it's what we do all day, every day, because we don't. So with the overhead press, you need to have it in a rack. Now I like the 360 power cage. It's got all the safety rails in there. Set it up so the barbell is just at your sternum level. Okay. You get in underneath this barbell. Now, here is where it all gets a little bit technical, but it is what you should be doing. You want to make sure that your index fingers align up with the width of your shoulders. Grab the bar with your thumbs going down. Grab the bar, wrap your fingers around the bar, and then close the bar, the grip. Don't worry, we will get around to live gym videos for you. Don't worry. But theory is good. Theory is good. So you've got the grip properly, right? Your elbows need to be slightly forward, not back, not down, slightly forward. And most important, your forearms need to be vertical. Not like this, not like that. Your wrists don't need to be cocked back like this or like that, but as near to straight as you can get your wrists. Unrack the barbell. Now, when you've unracked the barbell, this is a quick, explosive movement. It shouldn't be like you're walking through treacle, because you will not get the bounce you desperately need. Your hips extend backwards whilst you're keeping your knees locked in a squat position, normal squat position. Legs are straight. You go back and then you jut forward explosively with your hips. And whilst you're doing that, if you do it a few times just with just the bar, you'll see that drop, see that drop, see that drop. Bang! Do it. Bang! There's the kinetic energy. Bang! Bang! You see? Bang! Bang! Back with the hips. Bang! Bang! When it drops, you power it up overhead. And the muscles that it will work will be your triceps, your shoulders will be so healthy. It will work your upper chest. It has to. The likes of the Doug Hepburns and all of these, the John Andersons, they used to do that all the time. Bang. Just jump back. Let me show you. I'll watch my dog. But you got the bar like that, holding the bar like that, and it's. So you go back, back, forward, back, bang. One more time. Back, forward. So you can't do it slow. It's got to be done. That's what you're doing. You're going back with the hips, look. Forward with the hips. Can you see? Watch my hands now. Just watch my hands. Got it? Watch. Bang! And notch off. That's the kinetic bang energy. Bang! Kinetic energy. Right up from the ground. Right back down to the ground. Because that's how you power punch, isn't it? Force comes up from the ground. And then a lot of power punching coaches, they don't teach anymore, do they? They just, you could rise up. But it isn't. It's a rise up and then sink back down. It's the same principle. All right, you're going up in the air like that, admittedly. Yes. But it's the same principle of releasing kinetic energy. And that is why this exercise is invaluable to the fighter. Absolutely invaluable. You can't call it between the low bar back squat and the overhead press. But if you just did just those two exercises and maybe a few pull-ups and then did your sit-up routine and your neck routine, you're good to go. Everything's dross. Bruce Lee used to say, didn't he say, cut away the dross. There's too much of this that goes on YouTube. Too much dross. Too much hot air. Too much bullshit. This is Cliff Graves from Train More Boxing. You have a great day. I'll speak to you again soon. Ciao.